Corn has exploded higher plus 6.75% to $442.75, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Friday, June 26th, and this is your complete global market briefing. Caution prevails across asset classes. Equity markets are responding to reports that oil nears pre-war levels, but a top economist warns lower prices could mean higher inflation, Business Insider. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is broadly flat at $7,357.49, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Investor sentiment is being shaped by tech stocks drive unnerving sell-off in global markets, The New York Times. NASDAQ 100 edged higher plus 0.75% to $29,440. Investor sentiment is being shaped by NASDAQ closes lower as chip sell-off resumes, Micron shares extend losses. Dow Jones is broadly flat at $51,921, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow rises, S&P 500 and NASDAQ slip as RE jitters return ahead of Micron earnings, Yahoo Finance. DAX is down minus 1.16%, trading at $24,706. Traders are reacting to news that stock market news, Dow finishes higher, NASDAQ lower and S&P 500 flat, Apple and big tech stocks fall, Micron stellar earnings boost semiconductors, investors monitor Iran. FTSE 100 is trading lower by minus 0.63%, at $10,464. Equity markets are responding to reports that oil nears pre-war levels, but a top economist warns lower prices could mean higher inflation, Business Insider. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Apple plunged minus 6.12% to $275.15 in a significant session. The market is pricing in a multi-year AI-driven super upgrade cycle. That may be optimistic on timing, but the services business provides a floor to earnings growth. Near term, any iPhone demand commentary from Asian supply chain checks will move the stock. The Vision Pro trajectory is less relevant for near-term earnings. Rocket Lab plunged minus 5.53% to $80.69 in a significant session. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst for the stock. Samsung plunged minus 5.30% to $339,500 in a significant session. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. ASML surged plus 4.45% to $1,841.18 in a significant session. The EUV monopoly is one of the strongest competitive moats in all of technology. AI chip demand for the most advanced nodes directly benefits ASML without the execution risk of being a chip maker. Watch for any update on the 2026 to 2027 capacity shipment schedule. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. Traders are reacting to news that stock market news, Dow finishes higher, NASDAQ lower and S&P 500 flat, Apple and big tech stocks fall, Micron stellar earnings boost semiconductors, investors monitor Iran. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Equity markets are responding to reports that oil nears pre-war levels, but a top economist warns lower prices could mean higher inflation, Business Insider. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow rises, S&P 500 and NASDAQ slip as RE jitters return ahead of Micron earnings, Yahoo Finance. Turning to commodities. Brent crude plunged to $72.80 per barrel, down 3.27% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that markets news, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall for third straight day, oil prices drop to lowest level since start of war, Investopedia. WTI crude plunged to $69.23 per barrel, down 3.74% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that markets news, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall for third straight day, oil prices drop to lowest level since start of war, Investopedia. Natural gas slipped to $3.34, down 0.18% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that stock market news, Dow finishes higher, NASDAQ lower and S&P 500 flat, Apple and big tech stocks fall, Micron stellar earnings boost semiconductors, investors monitor Iran. Gold edged higher to $4,062.70 per troy ounce, up 0.8% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold price could struggle through 2026 as it loses safe haven status to US bonds, buys McGlone, Kitco. Let us give you our near-term view on corn. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for corn sits around $469.31. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0.49% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.32, gaining 0.41% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.60, losing 0.1% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that gold, silver ETFs fall up to 4% as stronger dollar rate hike fears weigh, Business Standard. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.